There are quite a few databases available to you through the Sacred Heart University Library on the library website. In particular, we have quite a few health science databases, and to access those, the best way would be to access them through our databases by subject listing. And there are two ways to get there. You can click on the Databases tab on the front page and click on the Databases by Subject link there, or go to Research Support in the navigation bar and click on Databases by Subject there. Either link will take you to this page where amongst all the different subjects we have health sciences, and clicking on that will take you to a complete list of all of our health science databases. Now, when it's time to do research, what you do not want to do is limit yourself to just one or two databases, because as comprehensive as some of these databases may be, there is still a limit to how many journals a single database can access. And also, while there is some overlap between these databases, there are also quite a few resources that will only be found in specific databases. And so by only using a couple databases, you could potentially rob yourself of quite a few resources, especially depending on whatever topic you're researching. So when you're researching, what you always want to do is to spread your net as wide as possible. Now, if you don't like the idea of repeating the same searches over and over and over again across all these individual databases, that's okay. You can search through most of our databases simultaneously using the QuickSearch tool. Now, the QuickSearch is our discovery system, which allows users to search through most of the library's resources at once. The basic QuickSearch is available here on the front page of the library website. But for research, you're probably best off using the advanced QuickSearch. And that's accessible by going to Search in the navigation bar, clicking on QuickSearch, and then once you're taken to this QuickSearch page, you will need to click on the blue Advanced Search link beneath the search field. And that will take you to the Advanced QuickSearch, which, as you can see, is set up a lot like any other academic database. The major difference, of course, being instead of just looking at the limited number of journals and journal articles that could be inside a single database, this will search through most of our library's resources at once. And as a result, you will get a lot more search results than you would searching in a single database. So I'll perform a simple search right now. I will type in opioid abuse, and that rather general topic gives me about 247,000 search results, which is a lot, but it's by no means the most amount of search results I've seen here on the QuickSearch. Now, if you feel, it's okay if you feel a little bit overwhelmed at first by how much the QuickSearch may give you. The good thing is there are plenty of ways to narrow down a search. Whenever you're searching on the QuickSearch or any other database, the first two limits that you'll always want to put in will be the peer-reviewed only limiting option, and also you'll want to limit the publication date, usually to just the last 5 years. So I'll do this right now. I'll go to the Limit To tools on the left-hand side. I'll check that peer-reviewed box. And then once I do that, I will go to the publication date and set the earliest year to 2013. And that's limited our search results down to 60,000, which is a lot less than what we had originally, but still quite a bit. And that's okay. There are still plenty of other ways to limit a search. There are always lots of other limiting tools like limit by source type, limit by language, and of course, none of your searches will ever be this broad. You'll always have other parts of your topic that you can put into the search fields to specify. So, for example, I could specify opioid abuse in New England, and that'll cut it down a little bit more. Now, even after putting in a bunch of aspects of your topic into the search fields and putting in several limits, if you still feel like the QuickSearch is giving you an unmanageable amount of search results, that's when you can use a very handy limiting tool that is the last one on the left-hand side, called Limit by Database. Clicking on that will show you the 5 databases that gave you the most search hits and how many hits each one gave you. And clicking on the blue Show More link beneath them will give you a box that will give you a complete breakdown of all the databases that provided you with hits for your search and how many each one gave. And what you can do is specify whose search results you want to look at. So you can look at the search results of several specific databases, or I could put in the specify a single database, click Update, and then you can only look at the search results for that particular database. Uh, so, and you could, if you want, could search one database at a time, but you can use that limit by database option, so you don't need to leave the quick search, and your searches and your limits stay uniform across the board. Now, you may have noticed that several times I've said that the quick search searches most of the library's resources. It does not search all of them. There are a couple major exceptions, which I will be covering in the video on trip database. However, don't let that dissuade you from using the quick search. It really is worth its weight in gold with its ability to let you perform these uniform searches across all these different databases at once, saving you time and, well, just making the research process, in my opinion, that much easier.